What is up, you guys? Peter Carlo here, and today we're gonna talk about Dogecoin. I know everybody is talking about Dogecoin. I wanted to make this video number one to kind of do a technical analysis breakdown on Dogecoin, to kind of give my thoughts on Dogecoin and really where I think Dogecoin is going to be going in the next couple of months, and overall, do I think that this is a good long-term investment? Guys, this is a impromptu video. I originally, like I said yesterday, had planned to make a video more based around trading strategy, but with Dogecoin hitting 15 cents nearly per coin earlier today, I wanted to make this video because I felt like it was much more important than putting out the scheduled video for the day. So guys, thank you for all the support. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and let's get started. So taking a look at Dogecoin, this is nuts. So it started out as just a meme, as a joke on 4chan for those of you who are internet dwellers like myself, essentially as a joke. And, as the corgi being the face of this coin. Now, in the world of crypto, and I'm not a crypto aficionado, I will be the first to tell you this. I try to stay in my lane of the stock market, more specifically options, because that is what I am a master in. I'm not a master in crypto, so please understand that take this with a grain of salt and do your own research, but I just want to bring a bit of awareness to this entire crypto situation. Now, as far as crypto is considered, the end game is, the thought that potentially we could be using these coins as currency. And I'm going to be speaking about this later on in the future, later on in this video, but that is the end game. Now, what makes crypto so appealing to so many long-term investors is the idea of blockchain technology. So for those of you who do or do not know, back in, I believe, 1971 was when we stopped backing the dollar with gold. So this means that every piece of, US currency, dollar, a quarter, $100 bill, whatever was printed was backed by currency or gold. So every piece of dollar actually had value because it was backed by something. Nowadays, that is not the case. So in theory, we could just print more and more money. The more that we need it, the more we can print. And at this point too, the idea of printing is not even true. It's not like when they're putting out a $2.2 trillion or $2.9 trillion stimulus package that they're actually printing $2.9 trillion worth of cash. They're just writing in the Fed balance book plus or negative X amount of money. And so in theory, guys, the thought of currency at this point, the thought of money is kind of ridiculous because it's not backed by anything. This is why the extremely wealthy and the extremely rich and the extremely successful buy assets, right? In the form of houses, in the form of rental properties, in the form of maybe classic automobiles or watches or things that hold value for whatever reason. Or they hold stocks because at least with a stock, your money is backed by the company. You own a piece of the company. Now, in my opinion, as a long-term fundamental investor, I don't really think that at this point you are buying companies because of the fundamentals. You're really buying it to sell it at a later date. We look at companies like Tesla. Granted, I like that company. Extremely, extremely overpriced right now. So it's not like you're buying Tesla at this point because the fundamentals make sense and that it's matched dollar for dollar by fundamentals versus the money you're putting into it. You're buying it to basically sell it at a later time for hopefully a much higher price. And that is the thought process behind blockchain, because blockchain technology essentially means that there is a cap to the amount of coins that can be created. And so when there is a cap to the amount of coins, the amount of money, the amount of shares, the amount of housing, whatever the asset is, when there is a cap to the amount that can be created, you cannot just quote unquote infinitely create things. And that's the beauty about blockchain, and more specifically Bitcoin. And so when you look at Bitcoin, that is what gives it its value, is that you cannot continue to just mine these coins infinitely. And so what we're seeing right now, more specifically, and we'll bring this up real quick, but more specifically with something like Bitcoin, Bitcoin just continues to go up and up and up and up and up. And like I said, it's because you cannot just go and print more Bitcoin. Now, however, something I do want to talk about here is the fact that this, I don't know specifically, look how ridiculous that monthly chart looks, but I don't know specifically if we will ever have any of these cryptos actually become a currency. Because in order for it to become a currency, in order for it to replace the dollar, in order for it to replace the peso, in order for it to replace the euro or the pound or whichever it is, it has to be regulated. I don't want it to be regulated. I don't think it should be regulated. But in order for it to be used across the map, the government, whether it's the United States government, any government, they have to be able to regulate, it to a certain point. The other thing, in order for something like this to be used as a currency, is that it has to stabilize, right? There is Forex, there is price swings and movements of fractional percentages and percentages within different currencies, like I said before, like the peso, the euro, the yuan, all of these different things. But you can't have your currency, go up. What is this? Let's just look in like the past year. You guys are gonna have to forgive me too, because I'm using, that's not correct. I'm using TradingView, and I don't use TradingView. So I'm trying to figure out, how do you see what percentage this stock or Bitcoin has gone up? There we go. So you have the price of Bitcoin going up 673% in just about a year, guys, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So you can't, let's say you paid for a car in Bitcoin and you paid $10,000 for that car. Well, now that car would be worth like $67,000 1 year later. So therefore, the currency would have to be able to stabilize itself, which I think that would happen through regulation. But the reason that there is so much hype behind this, and the reason that there's so much value, I will say value, behind crypto, is because there is a limited amount, and blockchain is really what you're buying. You're not buying the coin, you're really buying a piece of the intellectual property of blockchain technology. Now, if we look at, something like Bitcoin or like Ethereum, there is a max to that. And that's what makes it important, is that there's only a certain amount that you can mine. More specifically, I know for sure with Bitcoin, I believe with Ethereum and Litecoin. The issue with Dogecoin is there is none of that, to my understanding. Now, if I am completely wrong, guys, please comment down below, because like I said, I'm trying to bring awareness. This is not a video where I'm teaching or explaining, because I do a lot of those videos. I do. Oh, this is not Doge USD. Doge USD. I do a lot of those videos, and that's not what this video is. This video is for somebody who is purchasing Dogecoin right now to really start to look into the ideas that I'm bringing up right now, right? What is the market cap? What can the market cap potentially become? Is there a finite amount of Dogecoin that can be created? To my knowledge, there is not. You infinitely could produce Dogecoin the same way that you infinitely could produce the dollar. And so that is something that's extremely important here, and that I want you guys to realize, because in my opinion here, and I know a lot of people are not going to be happy with this, I see no value at all in Dogecoin. And when it comes to coins in general, it's where I start to get worried, because you have things like Bitcoin, you have things like Ethereum, and you have things like Litecoin, the three major coins. Then the issue is, what is stopping somebody from creating a coin, right? What differentiates? And I'm actually asking you guys to think this yourself. I'm not telling you, because I don't truly know the answer. I'm making you guys aware and to think to yourselves, what makes them different? What makes Dogecoin different from Ripple? What makes Ripple different from whatever else these different, crypto coins are? Why can't I create a coin? What's the market cap? Can we just create an infinite amount of coin? What is the point behind it? And so that's the major thing that I want you to look at. Now, I did own Dogecoin. I owned 275,000 coins. If you're a part of my academy, or you watched the original Dogecoin video that I made, I owned 225,000 coins at a quarter of a penny. 0.000230 is what I bought it at. And, I bought it as a joke. I bought it as a YOLO. My idea was it would be my Lamborghini fund, and if it ever hit $1 per coin, I would have like $227,000 or $250,000. Now, I sold when it hit 1 penny. Since then, if I would have held, I'd be up close to about, I think it was like $60-something thousand, or I think it was like $60-something thousand. But overall, this coin has gotten a lot of hype as crypto's running the rest of these coins are running. As like I said, as Bitcoin's running, rest of these are running. You have Elon Musk trolling the internet, tweeting about Doge, talking about Doge. You have the I don't want to say that word because in case I get in trouble, but you have the pandemonium of people just throwing money into Dogecoin as a YOLO, as a hope, as a prayer. And I'm not saying that Dogecoin cannot ever become $1, $2, $3, $10. What I'm saying is you really need to think to yourself, is this a worthwhile investment? What makes this investing worthy? What makes this have value? What is the fundamentals behind this that back up the value? What is going to protect my downside of my money? And am I overpaying for something? Because what I don't want to see is people who cannot afford to lose the money that they're putting in, losing the money. And that's the thing. Like, I don't care if you put 20 grand in and you lose it all and you're okay with it. Like, if you're okay with that, dude, do it up. I'm so happy for you. Like, the 250,000 coins I bought, I was cool with just throwing that out. If I went playing poker or playing blackjack that night at the casino. If you're putting money you can't lose or you can't afford to lose into something like Dogecoin or Ripple or any of these other cryptos, you need to be careful. And so this video is more of, we'll talk about where it's going, but this video is more of awareness. Now, I originally talked about this to my team, but we had this massive push up. We had this big consolidation, this big bull pendant. Essentially, this is when you get resistance moving its way down to a fixed support moving its way up to a fixed resistance, and these two meet. Now, usually this is a continuation pattern. So you can see that if, Doge was going straight up and then we started consolidating, a continuation would mean we should continue to go straight up. And in this case, we broke right through this resistance that we tapped on 4 times of basically 0.063 cents, broke out, hit further resistance at 0.75, hit final resistance of about 10 cents, and then blasted up into the stratosphere. And I would expect it to potentially hit 15, 16 cents and then pull back pretty significantly back down to 9 or 10. Guys, this video is not here to upset you. This video is not here to hurt your feelings. And if you made a ton of money on Dogecoin, congratulations. And if you believe in Dogecoin long-term, hell yeah, do it up. Don't just listen to me. What I want you to do is to take the points that I brought up today and either number 1, do your own research, or number 2, if you're listening to a quote unquote guru, ask them about it. Figure out, think to yourself and ask them why, I saw a video, this person brought up these points. This guy is saying that, is there a market cap to it? Is there a certain amount that we can print? What fundamentally is backing Dogecoin? Ask these questions, guys. Do not invest in something unless you 100% totally understand it. If you guys want to be a part of my free academy, get access to every single trade I take live as soon as I take it, live stream with me and my team every single morning for the first hour of market open, get access to our private Discord and our 60-hour course library. I'm doing a free trial for our academy. Guys, I don't normally do these free trials because last time we had like 300 people sign up in the first couple of days and I had to cut it short. So if you guys want to get access to our free it's not normally free, but to get access for free to our academy, use the code free trial, links down below. Go follow me on Twitter, guys. Get access to all my trades after I take them. I post trade recaps. I post all my videos there as soon as they come out, post specials, anything that I feel is important that you guys should know about. Thank you for all the support. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.